That's even worse. All right. There we go. Well, I don't even know if we're on, but if we are, Buffalo continuing its season-long, absolutely awful weather. Better vantage point, though, but I think that might actually work. Back to a toque wearing Jordan Brown. All right, here we are in Utica, New York. As you can hear probably behind me, it's rather blustery. Buffalo has just suffered through a terrible season of weather, as an offside is called there. And it continues today. Going left to right. Coliseum, who beat Buffalo a couple weeks ago in Buffalo 2-1 in yellow and red. Stanton with the battle. Tries to get it to Graney, where Willingham will be there. Doesn't want to give up a throw. Wait this one out, looking for an outlet to Graney. Just sprays it up where it's taken by Coliseum. Takes a shot right on the Coliseum keeper. Graney with the throw-in. Foul called on Brunskill. Just about 5 minutes in here, and a rather blustery and rainy Utica, New York. Plucked out of the air by Thompson. Coliseum gets possession back once again. Kavanaugh wins it, and Van Ness content to kick that one out for, I'm sure you're going to see today, many throw-ins. Well, the team that's going to be able to keep this ball in the ground should have more success. week at the pretty prestigious Nike Blue Chip Classic showcase, if you will, in Cincinnati, Ohio. The weather was just as bad. Grass fields did not make it any easier. Nice little setup they have here at Sal Luongo Field. Nestled in a nice little neighborhood here. Ball good play by Graney, who tried to find Willingham. And if anybody's watching or listening at home, if you could post this link up on your social media and or Team Snap for the others. Extends past the football boundary. You can see the wind is Kozak wins the ball, but Coliseum gets it back once again. For Coliseum in the 10th minute of a 5-minute half. Willingham is going to send Kavanaugh on a breakaway. She can get there, loses into her feet, and can't get a true shot. Looks like the ball got stuck in the turf a little. Nice bit of look by Willingham to get it to Kavanaugh. More, and it's causing havoc out on this turf. I'm sure you can hear it. It's not fun for, actually we had a pretty good crowd apparently representing both Coliseum and Buffalo, but it's not fun for them. Tomorrow, May 1st, May Day, not the weather we thought we'd be getting here in the Northeast. We talk about global warming, but I'm not seeing it. But if you're a proponent of global warming, you're going to say this is the reason. And if it was 85 degrees, they would say this is the reason. Either way, not the best state for a spectator out here. Graney will take a throw in. Equidistant to the edge of her 18. Bounces it in. Taken by Coliseum. Willingham tries to dribble out the back. She takes a foul. Coliseum and Buffalo probably a little bit, maybe 5% more possession, 55 to 45. But with this wind and this wet turf is bouncing, kind of hard to settle this one on. Turf looks a bit worn. Now a little tit for tat. Thompson will tell the plastic bag, or what is that, see-through raincoat wearing center official she didn't agree with her call. So number 8 for Coliseum puts it in on a 45-degree angle. It's an open wing, but you can see the wind just keeps pushing it forward. Thompson knocks it in or out for a Coliseum throw. Willingham under pressure right away, but Coliseum can't get any way to keep it underfoot. It'll be a goal kick for Buffalo's Jordan Brown. Jordan Brown, second team All-Western New York selection, and headed to Hillberg College, where she'll continue her career at what they call Harvard on South Park. One of Buffalo's area premier keeper, and she has just done an incredible job this year. Actually, took a little knock against the Rochester Lancers. Took some stitches. She's back only a week later. So, high marks to Brown. Ball in. Just skids past Brown. And it looks like it's going to be a corner. I don't know how the official was able to tell that one, but we could hear the deflection even up here with the wind. So, to the left of the Buffalo keeper, Coliseum will be kicking this one into a gale force wind, and you can see it just spins out, deflected, and it's going to be another corner. Coliseum coach hoping to use a little bit of aerodynamic meteorological physics on this one. We'll see how Buffalo can defend. Could be dangerous. Put it in, tried to bend it, headed out of touch by Coliseum. Brown kicks it up out of trouble, wind aided. Quarter of an hour in. Willingham tries to find Kavanaugh. And the ball once again just kicked out of touch. Wind, I would say, sustained in the 20s. Gusts in the 30 to 35 range. We figured it'd be raining, but the rain, field conditions, temperature, wind really discombobulated both sides. Just unable to keep a ball underfoot. Ball nicely put into the corner for Kavanaugh. Gives a nice touch. Kavanaugh puts it on. Rebound. Still loose. Tried to spray it out to Krieger. Krieger just returning to the lineup. It's an offside call. Young lady from Coliseum was on the 49. Need to be straddling the 50. As we said, Krieger, Williamsville East product, just returning from a 3-week tryout in Italy. Multiple teams. No, actually, it was a wonderful family vacation. Willingham will try to put it up, tries to find her sister. Ball just deflected out to Emily Willingham, but ball unable to be controlled. And that punt by the Coliseum keeper pushed out of touch. Kozak checks out. Greeny checks back in. Can't tell who number 23 is for us. Often I don't like to say weather affects the game, but every single game Buffalo has played. I mean, the one good weather game was a road trip in Binghamton bench to take advantage of the tired Buffalo. Krieger, one touch, tries to get it to Kavanaugh. Back to Krieger. Krieger gets it into Brunskill. Always dangerous. Gets it out to Graney. Graney has a ball deflect. Brunskill turns. Waiting to see if any advantage was taken on that one. But the center officials. Clear Willingham. Puts it right on the foot of her sister Emily. Tries to flick it on. Keeper calling for it, but Coliseum lady sends it out of touch, over the fence, and rolling about 40 yards to the secondary fence. But unlike many in this league and in our tournaments, Coliseum bench ready with another ball. Sent to Kavanaugh. Tries to get it to Willingham. Over to Thompson. Thompson puts it on net. Bounces in. Coliseum keeper just able to get that one without much danger. Why not? Wind and wet surface like it is. Mother Nature still undefeated this season. Having a time. Wind pushing it. Turf looks like to have a little bit of age. Coliseum puts it out wide, but with this wind and that surf condition, anything that's not at the feet is just getting pushed away. Brown will gobble that one up. Right now, Emily Willingham, the dangerous Willingham on a breakaway. The Buffalo talisman takes a touch just outside, puts it on hard. It's going to be a corner for Buffalo. There's a baseball field, kind of a playground behind me, and whatever the wind picked up made quite a noise. So we won't barely be able to see her. Ellie Graney, as usual, will take this corner. She'll have the wind behind her. She's strong-footed, so you would hope they would set someone up that's Buffalo. as Graney should rocket this one through the box, so we'll have to see. Puts it in, and exactly what it does with the wind. Goes out of touch for a throw. Yeah, with a 20-mile wind behind you, might want to just lay that up there and let it bounce around the box, but you can see either team, whoever tries to put it through, really just not having any success. Buffalo keeps it out to Brunskill. Brunskill tries to spin and keep it on her feet. Gets it out to an open Claire Willingham. Willingham looking for somebody. Gets it to Kavanaugh. One touch to Krieger. That was nice. Krieger puts it in a dangerous area, but Willingham double covered. Just over the halfway mark. Here in a blustery, rainy, wet, dismal, gloomy New York. So we did take a little jaunt through the downtown area, and actually it's quite nice if you've never been here in Utica. All won by Thompson, but she's dispossessed and stuff. All over the top, and here goes Utica on their breakaway. But Grayson catches from behind, took a knock, still has it. Grayson will try to save the corner and throw a throw in against a strong wind. Bounced in, kept in, but offside. Little tit for tat play there, and a little ticky taka, and really no way for the Coliseum player to get back in an outside position. So Buffalo with a breakaway thwarted. Coliseum with a breakaway thwarted. Here at Sal Luongo Field here in Utica. And that ball, as expected, pushed out. Brunskill, who does a little toe drag, brings it back, tried to get it to Krieger, but again, double covered. Looks like Crotty will take this throw. Crotty out of Nichols, gets it back right again, but the ball skids, bounds back to her header to Claire Willingham. Willingham will take a touch, looking for Emily, and a speculative ball at best. Nearly impossible in this level of wind. You never know. Get it into that danger zone. And with the wind and rain the way it is. Thompson. Can't connect. Coliseum dispossessed by Graney, takes a swing, but she's taken away. She tries to get it back. Graney trying to find Willingham. Ball loose, and Coliseum will get it back right again. Thompson deflects. Ball just blows past, or bounces past Grayson. And it'll be put out for the third Coliseum corner. And it looks as if Buffalo will make a change. As you can see, wind has blown over the corner flag. Actually, it's blown over all the corner flags. So this corner attempt is going to be going into a gale force wind. Ball nicely put on the top of the 6. And unable to be cleared by Crotty onto a foot of a Coliseum player. And as has been Buffalo's bane all year long, corner for another team goes in, and it's 1-0 Coliseum. Well, Buffalo had a chance to clear it, but in this wind, misjudged, and the visitors find themselves in a hole. Be a Buffalo throw deflected off Coliseum. Gray's in a good battle. Ball deflected out to Graney. Krieger has it, wins that. Looking for Willingham, one touch to Van Ness. And the wind looks to carry that one out. So Buffalo's going to want to emulate what Coliseum did. Just get a ball in the box, bounce around, hope for a mistake. This weather, perhaps they can tie this one up. 30.5 minutes in. Buffalo Gals looking every bit as a team who just spent 3 hours in a car to get here. But that is travel soccer. Graney has it. Nice ball into Krieger. Can Page keep it in? Tries to get in front. It's going to be a battle. Brunskill wins that one. Deflects it back to Krieger. Krieger back to Crotty. Crotty tries to put it in and goes directed to keeper. Takes a big throw. Open net for Van Ness. And just as we were talking, puts it in. And Buffalo ties it up 1-1. Earlier, just get that ball in the box and see what happens. So the game's 32nd minute. Ball deflected, well, shot in by net by Crotty, and with the wind and just deflects. Bounces off the Coliseum keeper. And as it bounces about, Jordan on the spot, pots it in, and Buffalo ties this one up with a little less than a quarter hour remaining here in the first half of a rainy Sal Longo field here in Utica. And pressure by Van Nest. Nice play by Brunskill, setting that one up. And the hustle by Krieger kept it in bounds. Ball came out, kept it in the middle. Wasn't pretty, but it was effective. Some hard work by the Buffalo girls makes it 1-1. To find either Van Nest or Willingham. You can see just what the wind keeps doing to the ball. David Thompson chased it out of touch, and it just keeps going. It's like the Energizer Bunny. It just keeps rolling and going. Nice two-touch football. I think that was Van Nest who tried to find Willingham. Sometimes difficult to tell these players apart without a number. Jordan Brown to Willingham. Willingham up to Crotty. Nice turn on that one. Tries to find Willingham. She does. And just knocked it out. Thrown in, but the wind pushes it away from Krieger. Willingham back to Crotty. Crotty has chewed the left foot to try to get it back on her favored right, and deflected the Grazens there to just quell any Coliseum threat. To have a throw in with the wind. Coliseum ball about the 20-yard line. Would have been an offside position to center forward, but Brown has it, gets it up to Ava Thompson. Thompson finds Stanton, tries to get it back to Thompson, but the ball bounces up on her. Tale of two weekends, same weather, but Buffalo last week played on a jungle-like pitch in Cleveland, 3-4 inch grass height. Now back to the plastic carpet. Ball gets through to Jordan Brown, bounces around. Crotty there this time clears it away. And you can see just the danger with this wind. That ball just knuckled away from the Buffalo keeper, Jordan Brown. Under 10 minutes remaining in the first half. 1-1 between Buffalo and Coliseum. Great play by Crotty to clear that one. Ball bounced in with the wind. Ball bounces through over Thompson's head, and it looks like a player from Coliseum is in a bit of unrest. Looks like a little mix-up. She took a knock in there, and I wouldn't want to go up against Ava Thompson 1v1. That was a great play, considering the weather by both players, and looks as if the Coliseum player was a little worse for the wear. They have a short bench, so they're going to have to watch out for that. Carries taken by Graney. Kozak wins that one back. Gets it back to Claire Willingham, who uses the famous Willingham to Willingham special, but wind takes it a little further than she hoped. Kozak wins that ball in the middle. Gets it out to Krieger. Krieger tries to get it out to Willingham, and it just bounces past her. Krieger had a couple options, but a nice touch by Kozak to just, considering the wind conditions, put that down on the carpet. And Buffalo caused a little bit of danger, a little bit of anxiety with this weather and field conditions. If you're watching this anywhere other than, I guess, the eastern portion or northeastern portion of the United States, you've known that since Wednesday night, nothing but rain and wind and unspring-like weather, or depending where you are, very much like spring. Old Yacht Pluvius having his way with the northeast. Rainy, tries to get up to Van Nest, but one touches it to Stanton. Looks like it's gonna, well, be saved by a corner. Nice soccer IQ by the Coliseum player. Thompson tries to skid it over. Brazen keeps it in. Brazen over to Crotty on the other side of the field. Crotty has it, closed in by a Coliseum player. Puts it in over to Krieger, who one touches it. Claire to Krieger, tried to find Willingham, but that ball on a sunny, beautiful day might have been better, but that's twice that big 45-degree angle ball by Krieger just gets pushed off down across the end line. And folks, if that's a better weather play, if you're a golfer, you might have hoped for the wind not to bring that in, but Willingham, by far Buffalo's biggest threat, nearing 20 goals on this campaign already, so why not try to get it over to Emily? As the wind buffets the keeper once again. Ball flicked on by Thompson to Willingham. Ball going to be kept in by Thompson. Coliseum gets it back. Looks like a breakaway ball. It's going to keep rolling. Brazen turns, and I'll give a Coliseum throw-in with 5 minutes remaining in the first half. Ball kicks around. Coliseum gets it. Stanton tries to keep it in. I believe she does, but then her saving touch is again pushed out by this gusty wind. Brazen puts it into a big wind, waits for a bounce, gets it. Stanton watches it go out, where it'll be a Buffalo throw, which Ava Thompson will take. Buffalo's chosen to go very short into the wind. See if they do the same. Bounces it into Willingham. She tries to turn to Van Ness. Kozak has it. Kozak tries to get into the danger zone, but no one there. Nice touch by Kozak there. Unable to find a forward. We'll see. Each game is a new adventure to see if injury time is added on. Again, upended. So treat this like a corner with the wind. Buffalo, it's not a corner, but the edge of the box has a free kick. And Ava Thompson will be going into a gusty wind, so this could be dangerous. Just want to bounce it around the six. It's going to be who's hungry enough to get it. Curving it in, and unfortunately, right into the terms of Coliseum. Buffalo throw. Thompson probably wants that one back. You know, it doesn't matter what level of player, professional, U4, high school, college. Sometimes it's unbelievably difficult to make a 3-foot pass. And with these weather conditions, probably even more. Flag came up and then he put it down. That was different. All right, I'm sure if you're watching, you saw the bearded linesman had his flag up. Both players on both teams stopped, and then I guess it was a play on. So perhaps, and now a foul in a dangerous area. So on that officiating mix-up, a 37-yard advantage or 36.5-yard advantage for Coliseum. So the side referee obviously had their flag up. Both players stopped playing. Coliseum was tough, and just like Thompson did. But what we were talking about, sometimes with the weather, it's hard to do a 3-foot pass. But how many times, and it's almost endless, that despite the weather conditions, and I don't know if the player would do it, but these free kicks go right to the keeper. Doesn't matter what level you play at. Oh, a big boot there by Jordan. Stanton gets a favorable bounce, puts a head on it. Coliseum watches it go out. It'll be a Coliseum throw. So less than a minute, unless they add on some stoppage time. And these officials, no matter where we play, Kozak has it, looking for Krieger. Can't get the ball to her. Ball through. Willingham try to turn. Doesn't want to give off a throw. Sorry about that. But it'll be a Buffalo throw off the Coliseum deflection. Ava tries to get it to Willingham. Back to the keeper. That ball rolls away from the keeper. It's going to be tough. Be a throw, and that'll be it. So the official let it run out there, probably as he should. So after one half of play, the score is Coliseum won and Buffalo won. And after we warm up, we'll be back in a bit. just underway in the second half as the wind intensifies, the rain intensifies. Buffalo versus Coliseum. Buffalo in white shirts, silver shorts, silver socks. Coliseum, gold with red numbers, red shorts, red socks. Buffalo right to left on your iPhone, your iPad, whatever streaming device that you use. Well, Coliseum struck first in the first half. Thompson tries to find Brunskill in the corner. Sorry about the camera work, guys. Just trying to figure this out with the wind and or rain. Raisin keeps it in. Battle on the sideline. Coliseum keep it in. Thompson tries to find Brunskill. A nice bit of technical skill there, facing a defender and 30-mile-an-hour winds. Claire Willingham just picked that out of the air, definitely put it down, beat a defender. And now it looks like it'll be a Buffalo throw. I would say that the officials are having a heck of a time with the powder blue area that's still in play and the multiple different lines that are there. I've seen this happen at our Frontier Field too, and definitely at West Seneca, where if you're a Western New York fan, the West Seneca East and West, the soccer lines are silver because there are lines for field hockey, lacrosse, American football. And I know some people don't like to hear this, but officials are people too. Ball tried to be put in. Kavanaugh tries to settle it off a deflection. It'll be kept in by Grayson. Grayson close to a first down before she's knocked. All right, so Thompson will put it down. Free kick. Wind going left to right across the field. So we'll see what Thompson can do. Jonah left it in the box, but you see it just going to go wide. So both teams having a little difficulty with their free kicks. And Coliseum goal kick, just as you saw happen to Jordan Brown. The wind is, as you can tell from the corner flags, gusting mightily. It's going straight across the field following the American football lines. And any punt or goal kick, pass, anything that's been in the air, just been blown out of touch. Both goals, perhaps not the passes, but definitely the rebounds and the situational advantages caused by the wind, as both keepers and defenders had to fight, but they all count the same. So Coliseum in about the 22nd minute, Buffalo in the 32nd minute. Jordan Van Ness with the goal. Kavanaugh. Coliseum tries to put it in and deflects off. Rainy. Oh. Battle on that one. It looks as if Claire Willingham was pushed over she's one of the toughest kids here, and she just got Bending in. Looks like she's looking to leave. Looks as like she may have injured her left arm as she was pushed over on that. She was trying to block. She was trying to block the ball from going out for a corner. It's going to be a foul, but she is not. She's holding her left arm, and it's not good for Claire, and it's not good for Buffalo. As Krieger will go in as a left back, and Thompson will go as a center back. It. Big touch against the wind. She'll try to carry. William trying to make a run, but the ball just out of reach of Stanton. So Crotty, after injury, will go to right back. Krieger up on the high to the left. Stanton checks out. So the injury to Claire Willingham is going to take some lineup shuffling for Coach Lauren Aldana. Kozak wins that ball. Gets it to the dangerous Thompson, who slots a nice one into Van Ness. And, well, it was close. I mean, hard to get on the official. He put on a fantastic halftime show. We don't have that kind of entertainment in Buffalo, that's for sure. Ball skids away from all the players. Thompson looking to get it up to Krieger. Krieger turns, gets it up to Willingham. Willingham is dispossessed, but a nice one touch by Crotty blows away, but it's going to be taken by Brownskill. Has a little bit of time. She'll get it out to Graney, and I'm going to say this is going to be a 45-degree bomb, and there it is. Seen that a few times before. When it works, it's magical. One touch, just a tough one against this wind. Graney is just really, she's perfected that to a point where if she hits that at the moment it strikes, it's going to be a goal for Buffalo. But I couldn't see Tiger Woods with this one put it on the green. See just the way it's skidding in the wind, it's just fooling the players. The wind continues to get worse. Skill, and that's going to be out of bounds, out of touch. 55th minute, 30 remaining here, and some change. And it looks like Claire Willingham will check out, which the shell game out there. Brazen will move back to center back, as will Willingham. With the Buffalo side. to find an open wing, and you can see no matter what side it is just so difficult to control the ball on this pitch. Ball deflected by Coliseum past Van Ness. So Buffalo's kept the ball down in the Coliseum end for a bit. But it's just been so difficult to get anything. Nice flick, Brunskill to herself, but the ball quickly dispossessed. As the ball passes back clear, Willingham, she tries to turn, gets it to Ava Thompson. Thompson tries to get up to Van Ness, but it just bounces around. Grayson has it. So a crowd to Brunskill, who definitely puts that down. Right to Van Ness. The Coliseum gets it right back again. And it'll be a Coliseum throw. Well, both teams battling in here in less than perfect conditions. One day away, or I'm going to say 10 hours away from May Day. Springtime weather should be a little bit better for this. Coach on the Coliseum side imploring his players to pick up the pace. As this match, considering the weather condition, has been anything but scintillating. And Coliseum's going to want to try to push down the field. Header by Thompson out. They're going to try to push the players off the field. And you can see, while Buffalo sets up, Coliseum really trying to pick up the pace, getting the balls in to touch much quicker. Wind pushes the ball all the way down the field away from the Coliseum player who's trying to throw it in. Throwing at midfield. Even the throw-ins with this wind aren't a given. Balls are slippery. The field's slippery. Wind has not let up. Actually, it's gotten worse as the game goes on. Ball intercepted by Ava Thompson, but it just gets away with her. Gets away from her. Coliseum keeps it in. Thompson with a slide tackle. It's taken by Coliseum. Kozak steps in and wins that ball. Tries to get up to Brunskill. Step by Kozak. Just miserable out there, folks. The referee says no, Miss Thompson. You have to back up 1.5 yards. Gets out the protractor and his abacus. She's dispossessed. Ball into the half space. Brown comes out. Brown, after that saves, throws it into the wind. Crotty tries to turn out to the Coliseum player. Skids. Oh, that's not Jordan Brown. That's Kelsey Sorensen. We talk about bravery. That girl's got it in bunches. Thompson has that ball bounce past her. And Brunskill be content to give another throw-in away to Coliseum. Into the game's 32nd minute. Excuse me, 62nd minute. So 28.5 remaining. Ball one by Buffalo gets away. Coliseum tries to get it through. Willingham has it. Tries to clear it up to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh 1v1 with the defender. She's going to have to try to turn. It'll go out. And it'll be a throw-in for Buffalo. Brunskill tries to make her teammate miss. Would like to see Kozak make a run there. And ball's going to just be pushed out. It'll be a throw-in right there. Once Brunskill got the ball, all four members of her team just stood still watching her. Holding midfielder Kozak stood still, could have made a run. And looked like Krieger, Kavanaugh, and Willingham just stood still watching Sarah Brunskill. And that's where you're going to watch some movement there. An overlap. Kozak could have walked into the half space or a one touch or two, but Buffalo limiting their options to the long ball, and on a day like this doesn't work. Here goes Thompson into the box. This is going to be dangerous, but a shot right on for a corner. Thompson dribbles past three Coliseum defenders, puts a tough shot on the keeper, and it's just bounced away. So Brunskill's going to take this one, but this is going to be into a huge wind. So Buffalo see if they can take advantage. Brunskill puts it in, nicely placed, down to the feet of Buffalo, but unable to get it. Brunskill will take a touch. She'll try to put it into the box too, but a good play by the taken by Willingham. Buffalo had a chance with the ball bouncing around, but unable to just get this at the feet. Coliseum turns, but pressure by Thompson turns the ball over to Claire Willingham, who's back in the lineup. The ball just out of bounds. And another ball deflected. It looks like we're out of balls because coach runs after that one. No, we bring another one here. So I always say this: 20 to 30,000. Oh, here goes Brunskill. Tries to get it up to Willingham. Willingham to Kozak, puts it in the air and just wide. Kozak took a shot at the net. And it looked good, but I think just pushed wide by the gale force wind. So nice bit of book. Brunskill to Willingham to Kozak. Kozak took a shot, but unable to. You can hear the wind just pick up again. That would have been a nice one for Ava Kozak. Karate beats two defenders, but the ball just flicked away, and Willingham will give chase against the Coliseum forward. A little bit of NHL shoulder to shoulder checking there. Coliseum tries to get it through, and good idea. Will it be saved? No, runs out. It'll be a goal kick for Buffalo. So Buffalo, last 3.5, 4 minutes or so, put some good pressure. Bozak comes out of the game. Going to be taken by Graney. Sorensen's ball almost intercepted up to Krieger. Krieger to Willingham. Back to Krieger. Coliseum will turn. Going to be taken by Crotty. He's quickly dispossessed by Coliseum player. So it'll be 1v1. And here comes Coliseum. And again, that shot, just even if it did have a chance, wind just coming directly across the field. So Coliseum looking to hit some counters. Coach is imploring them to speed up play. Get the ball in touch. Buffalo content to slow things down on every throw in, every free kick. Two different approaches, yet same score. Similar goals though. Early on, Coliseum scored about the 22nd, 23rd minute. Buffalo tied on a Jordan Van Est goal in the 32nd, and there we are. On a very if April showers do happen this past week, at least 4 or 5 days, that adage is trying to fulfill its long used euphemism. Ball in for Graney, but wind blows that away from the waiting Willingham. Alliteration seems to be the sponsor of the second half. And Crotty gives a bump, and that was a good call by the official. So Buffalo retreats. Coliseum looks to line this one up. Oh. I got it, they got it. Brunskill tries to get it up, but off the back of the head of the midfielder for Coliseum. But nice play by Willingham to Krieger. Krieger looking to find Willingham. She had Graney open also. And another foul on Crotty. Center official looks like he might want to talk to Crotty, but I don't think he wants to take the 20-yard walk over. So with the wind, dangerous area for a free kick. 44.75 yards away from the net. Ball put in. Bounces around. Sorensen scoops it up. Sorensen will put a foot into that one, and it's a nice punt. Kavanaugh. And put some pressure on that. Got a foot on it, didn't let it go away. So it'll be a Buffalo throw in Coliseum territory. So a good play by Kavanaugh there to put a foot. Thompson, short toss into Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh tries to get it for Granio. Get it, but cleared up. But Ava Thompson gets it back again. Tries to get it through and does. To Brunskill, to Willingham, puts a touch on it. But a nice play by the Coliseum keeper. That was brave. She had two Buffalo rush players right there, but a short kick there. Thompson stops the offensive effort. So we're underneath 20 minutes, and whatever the center official wants to add on here. Still tied 1-1 as the weather continues to worsen here in Utica. little trouble with or I would say trouble, confusion with the substitution. Thrown by Coliseum, quickly lost, and it'll be a Buffalo throw-in. Well, give credit to everybody here with Sal Longo Field. Again, terrible weather conditions, but I'm going to say probably the best vantage point we've had for broadcasting. Thompson tries to pirouette on that ball, but it's dispossessed, and here comes Coliseum, but Thompson gets back to get the ball back. She lost, as Willingham will just let that ball go past for a goal kick. And as it happened before, the same two players get tied up. And I wonder what can be said to... It's going to be a foul. So Thompson plays it short to Willingham. Willingham tries to get it up to Kavanaugh. This is just a miserable play, folks. Coliseum is intercepted by Thompson, who gets it back to Kavanaugh. Excuse me, Claire Willingham, who tried to get it up to Kavanaugh. It does, but it's going to blow out of touch. Thrown by Coliseum, intercepted by Thompson, off her feet to Brunskill. Brunskill turns on the ball, looking for Krieger. Ball bounces around on the turf, cleared by Coliseum. Crotty gets it. She gets it under touch, tries to find Graney, who gets it to Brunskill, who brings it back up to Graney, and Graney tried for a pass on the right side there, but couldn't connect. Bad enough. Now it's getting even worse. Willingham back to Brunskill. Brunskill looking for the dangerous Emily Willingham, who has it deflect off her after the defensive clearance for a goal kick for Coliseum. The kids love the sport. I'm not having a great time. I can't imagine the players are having that great of a time down there also. Buffalo substitution coming up, I believe. Looks like Gabby Stanton will be checking back into the game. Throw in. Rainey tries to win that one, gets it to Kavanaugh, tries to flick it up. Looks like Thompson will have a throw. And I can't even imagine what they're down with the official. Coliseum puts a big foot into the wind. Thompson tries to get it, just sprays it back, lands inbounds, pushed out by the head of the Coliseum player, so Buffalo keeps possession on the throw. Down the field, Brunskill tries to flick it up. She can't get it, but Graney, nice defensive play, but again, the wind pushes it out, and it's going to be another throw for Coliseum with a quarter of an hour remaining here at Sal Longo Field. Krieger checks out. Looks like Stanton will come in for her. 23 out for Buffalo, and our goal scorer, Jordan Van Ness, back in. So less than 14 and a half minutes remaining, depending on whatever change they do. And it looks like it could have been an illegal throw there. So maybe the ball slipped out of hand or deflected out of bounds. Brunskill has it again. She'll try to keep it in. Back to Thompson. Thompson. And that ball is going to be a throw-in. No excuses, folks, but this ball is just so... Oh, actually, it's not. It's going to be a goal kick. Just so hard to handle. And try imagine that with your feet. So short kick taken by Stanton. One touch, try to get up to Willingham. She can't get by the defender. Crotty with a nice play there. And she had multiple choices on that one. I don't know if it was a shot or just try to get it to Willingham. But she had both Graney and Brunskill would have given a 5-on-2 numbers advantage at the edge of the 18. No one knows where that one is. Ball up to Willingham. Willingham dispossessed. Ball up. It's going to be taken by Claire Willingham. Willingham. Taken by Grayson. Grayson to Thompson. Thompson at the 20, the 25. Ball taken back by Coliseum. But Brunskill has it again. Does a step over. And again, Graney open in that pocket there, but Buffalo is often this year content to throw it to the outsider corner, the furthest part away from the net. Not my style of play. I like to work the half space. And for those of you guys who aren't familiar with the half space, if you're looking at American football field, that would be those two channels in from the hash mark to the numbers that demark what yardage of the field's there. And look at the statistics at any level. Most goals are scored and or created from the half space. So why wouldn't you want to go there instead of taking it to the furthest point away from the net? Brunskill gets it back, keeps it in. Again, turns on the ball. She'll try to get it to the box. Beats a defender, and that's a professional foul right there. Coliseum, good soccer IQ. Some may complain, but... All right, so now we got Graney, and this is in her money zone right here. Well, this is in her, what her skill set is. She can put a ball harder than anybody I've seen. If she can put a little touch on the keeper right here and into the wind to put a little English on it, this is a dangerous area. Puts it into the box, carries to the keeper, and headed away by Thompson. Nice turn on the goal kick by the Coliseum player, but the wind again pushes it out. Krieger will check back into the game. Well, no idea what these guys are calling. Wasn't watching. Either way, it looks like perhaps a foul. Or, no, it might have been an illegal throw on the Buffalo side then. Graney heads it, out of touch. So, 10 minutes remaining here, regulation time, regular season, so there's no overtime or shoot out of that. So, depending on what the center official wants to add, we're underneath 10 minutes remaining here in Utica, New York. And that makes for some very happy Buffalo and Utica parents to get back into the warmth of the car and or houses. So flick on and offside. Would have been dangerous, but the Coliseum player is just a tad offside. be ball taken by Brunskill. Krieger has it. Plays it back to Thompson once again. One touch into Brunskill. She's going to try to turn the other way, but she's dispossessed. Nice bit of work by Brunskill to get the ball back. Graney wins it. One touch from Van Ness back to Willingham. She can't control it, but gets it up to Graney. Graney will get it to Willingham. It's going to be another breakaway for... Nope. Keeper, just the wind rolls that ball out of the touch of Willingham. And a nice bit of work there by Graney. But Brunskill will take a foul, so it'll be Coliseum ball. On a normal day, I don't know what these girls might have done. But this just weather the whole season long made for any enjoyable soccer to be played. Been really tough. Ball over the top. And here comes even more rain. Ball taken by Thompson. Tried to get it to Van Ness. They're headed from Willingham. Just out of clearing ball, just out of touch. They'll be throwing for Coliseum as Brunskill checks out of the game and Kozak will go in. Knocks that into the retaining fence. So Coliseum, ball in the Buffalo end, 7.5 minutes remaining. Ball popped over the top. It's going to be a tough ball in. Sorensen bobbles it. Up to Willingham. Willingham dispossessed. And there'll be a foul on Willingham.
Got her legs taken out. How can you possibly call it?
Well, much to the chagrin of the Buffalo parents, it's going to be a Coliseum free kick. 37 yards from Sorensen's goal. But just like Buffalo's many free kick tries, the wind just blows that out of danger. So we're heading to 6 minutes, 10 seconds remaining. 1-1 here in Utica. Going to try to launch it down the field to Van Est. Van Est is with Willingham. Stanton tries to join the fray, and without any support, as Buffalo content to hang in the midfield, really not too many choices for Van Est to get that ball over. Crotty gets it to Grayson. Grayson makes a player miss. Diesel has it. Tries to get it to Willingham, and it just intercepted. Grayson gets it back. Well, tries to get it back again. Still, it'll be a throw-in for Buffalo with 5 minutes remaining. Grayson, almost from her defensive position, tried to create some of Buffalo's best offensive possession, but Buffalo gives the throw-in right back. Brunskill checks back in. Graney comes out. Coach Aldana taking some time off the clock, trying to pick up a point here in Utica for the Buffalo girls. Kozak holds up the play. So Coliseum will have another throw with 4:15 allegedly remaining. Thrown by Coliseum. Brunskill gets it to Kozak. Sprayed it back up to Willingham. And another foul on Buffalo. I didn't see it, but oh well. Maybe perhaps a handball. Ball plucked out of the air by Thompson. Brunskill gets it. And here comes Brunskill. She's challenged back to Grayson. Grayson back to Brunskill. Up to Stanton. Stanton tries to get it up to Willingham, but her pass is too far. Quick punt. Kozak has it. Looking outside, trying to find Krieger. Everybody's cold out there, folks. Coliseum makes a change with under 3 minutes remaining. Thompson deflects it out. Another throw for Coliseum, which they quickly take. Taken by Willingham. Willingham on the turn, gets it back up. Brunskill tries to get it. Kozak wins it. Back to Brunskill. Brunskill makes a player miss. Tries to get it up to Krieger. Coliseum, as Crotty clears it. Coliseum dispossessed by Thompson. Trying to find Van Est. Ball bouncing around. They have Van Est and Willingham. Willingham shoots and scores! Like we always say, where there's a Willingham, there's a way. Sorry about that, folks. I'm trying to change the score, so we might have lost a little bit there. So, Willingham clear to Van Est, or did she touch that? Willingham to Willingham and make it 2-1 with just under 2 minutes remaining here in the now Buffalo, and they've made mistakes here before, needs to see this game out. Possession, kick the ball out of bounds. Coliseum gets it back. Claire Willingham tries to win the ball. Kozak has it. Nice pass. Tried to get it up to Krieger. And we should be. Don't count on what you see on the TV because I screwed up the commercials here. So there's about 1 minute remaining. So Buffalo needs to just manage the game here. Tossed out. It'll be, and again, another missed call by the bearded official on the side who gave the halftime show. And Van Est knocks it out of touch. Rainy as Buffalo tries to see out these last 30 seconds. Ball deflected in the air by Grayson. Coliseum will keep it in. Long shot. It's going to go wide, and Sorensen with not much time. It'll be a goal kick, and I'm sure these officials here will let this play out. So we're into stoppage time here. Sorensen puts a big foot into it. Van Ness watches it bounce over the head. The Coliseum team still has the ball. Now there are only 17 seconds of stoppage time added in the first half, and I'll tell you, in this league, depends on who's officiating. Willingham has it. They'll clear it up. as Ava Thompson will throw this one in to Claire Willingham, who tries to get it up. Now, there were 17 seconds of stoppage time in the second half. We're into the second minute of stoppage time. Really, well, there was one injury to Willingham and another to another keeper. So, center referee earning his keep. It'll be a throw for Buffalo. And that'll be it. Buffalo takes the long journey to Utica and in terrible weather picks up the 2-1 win. About 22 minutes in, Coliseum scored. Get a 1-0 lead. Jordan Van Nest picked up a goal to make it 1-1, and in the game's 88th minute, Claire Willingham sends one up to Emily Willingham. She runs in and sends a rocket in to give Buffalo the 2-1 victory to make it just a little bit more palatable for the 3-hour ride home to Buffalo. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you back again.